guys, today I'm so excited to do a review, swatches, and a tutorial all in one on the brand new e.l.f. Cosmetics Studio eyeshadow palettes. Now e.l.f. just recently launched these and they came in the mail recently. If you missed my e.l.f. haul, you can click up here and watch it. If you want to see my unboxing, definitely check it out. But today we're going to go ahead and swatch these four amazing palettes. They retail for $10 currently on the e.l.f. Cosmetics website. You get 10 eyeshadows in each palette, so that's pretty much $1 per eyeshadow, which really isn't that bad. If you are familiar with the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palettes, I've already reviewed these palettes and swatched them for you guys. If you want to check that out, I'll link it below if you missed it. But the packaging is exactly the same. You can see they're the exact same size, they're the same weight, they're really nice and sleek and compact. They've got that really nice black packaging that e.l.f. always does, and I love. It's part of their studio line. It's just amazing. With the Prism eyeshadow palettes, you only get 6 eyeshadows versus the 10 from the studio line. I don't want to blind you guys here, but here's just a look side by side. So this is one of the Prism palettes, this is the Naked one, and this is the Nude eyeshadow palette. So very similar with the mirror and everything, but you do get more eyeshadows with these guys here, and I think these two are also $10 each. So before I get into the swatches of the palettes, I just wanted to quickly mention the quality, and already I can tell you the quality is pretty good. These eyeshadows remind me of kind of the same texture as the Studio Blush palettes, where it's really pressed hard into the pan, but yet they are really pigmented once you touch them or apply them to your skin. So it's that same kind of formula. If you haven't tried these Studio Blush palettes out, it's kind of similar to that. The shimmery shades are really nice and soft, and they're pigmented. They seem really nice so far. With the matte eyeshadows in these palettes, I would say that you might need to spend a little extra time with blending, but once you blend out the colors, I feel like they work really well with each other, and I was able to create a really nice look today. I did a really intense smoky cool toned eyeshadow look, and I used the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. So if you stay tuned towards the end of the video, I will show you the tutorial for this eye look. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches, because I know you guys are dying to see what they look like. Alright, so the first palette here is called the It Nude, and the name is right here on the back, and also there's a little tag on the bottom too, so you don't get these kind of mixed up. So here's an up close of It Nude. I really like this palette. This is the main one that I have tried so far. So this palette has 4 mattes. You've got this creamy, almost off-white right here, and then this beautiful like dusty rose shade, which I love for in the crease. It's the perfect transition color. This one right here, the fourth one down, and then you've got this beautiful sort of medium toned brown, and then this dark chocolatey brown. So those are the 4 matte shades in this palette, and the other ones are really pretty. Either they're a satin finish, or some of these really pretty metallic shades are just gorgeous. So here's a swatch of the first 5 shades. They're a little bit hard to show up. I hope you guys can see that really well. So you've got like that matte nude, and these really pretty shimmery colors, like this pretty pinkish pearl shade, a gold, then that matte sort of mauve nude, and this beautiful, beautiful rose gold. Oh my goodness. Alright, and then the next 5 shades here. These are just, oh my god, they're just so pigmented. Look at those. And then the last shade here, which is that beautiful chocolatey matte brown. So here's one more look at It Nude. Look at all those colors. Alright, the next palette here is called Mad for Matte, and this is an all matte eyeshadow palette. So every shade in here is completely matte. What I really like about this palette is that you've got a great range of warm colors, cool tone colors. You've got some nice highlighting shades over here. It's just a really, really nice affordable matte palette. So you've got like a really nice nude color, a pink shade here, a really nice warm toned brown, this beautiful rosy tone color. Oh my god, that is my favorite for in the crease. And this last one here, which is beautiful. This is what really transforms any look. It's a reddish brown color. I really love that one. Now the matte shades, they do not swatch as well. Like some of these lighter colors here, those are really hard to swatch. So I don't know how well you're going to see them swatched out on my hand. The brown colors definitely stand out more. Alright, and then these last 5 here. These ones here are going to show up a little bit better on my finger. So there's those 4. So they are really pigmented and they do swatch pretty nicely, but they're not, you know, they're not high-end quality. And then the last one here is sort of a dark, it's almost like a blue-black. It's a really dark color. Go ahead and swatch that out. And that's that last one right there. Alright, moving on, the next palette is the Everyday Smokey palette. And this is a really great sort of cool tone smoky eyeshadow palette if you want to do a nice sort of smoky look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte shades, which is awesome. So you've got this really nice nude color right here, which is matte. And then you've got this beautiful sort of like taupish brown shade. You've got like this darker, more, a little bit slightly warmer of a brown, a really nice cool tone bluish gray color, and then this almost black, looks like a soft black. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. I have not swatched this palette, so this is like my first impression. This white color here, it does have a little bit of frost. So let's go ahead and swatch these out. It's really pretty. That shimmery color is a little bit flaky. This third one right here, and then the 5th one right here is kind of like a sort of dusty rose. That is really pretty. This one right here. So here's those colors swatched out. Again, those lighter shades don't show up that great on my skin tone, but hopefully you guys can get an idea of how pigmented those are. Alright, and the last 5 here. Wow. Woo! Look at those. Those are really pigmented. Wow. This color right here is really pretty, but again, it's really flaky. In the very end here, you've got like this matte kind of black shade. Yeah, that's definitely a matte black. That end color. So definitely the darker colors in this palette are more pigmented. And also you have to remember I am like really pale, so it's really hard for those lighter shades to show up on camera. So again, that is the Everyday Smokey palette. Alright, and then the last eyeshadow palette is called Party Ready. I am really excited to try this one out, you guys. Let me know if you want to see some more tutorials and looks using these palettes. Now this one, out of the 4, this is definitely the colorful palette. And this one, it looks like there is 3 matte. So this really pretty sort of peachy nude color right here. This beautiful matte purple. And then this sort of dark purple. Oh, that's a purple. I thought it was black at first, but it's like a maroon purple. So those are the 3 mattes. Sort of like a white gold. You've got like this peachy nude, another pretty gold shimmery shade, and then this kind of bronzy color. Look at those. Wow. Those are, look at that gold. Look how metallic. And then the last one here is that pretty pink shade. It's got some, looks like there's some pretty shimmery reflex in it. It's like a warm pink, like a dusty rose. Alright, so here's those colors swatched out. I actually really like how those look. I'm pretty impressed. Alright, and then the last 5 colors, you got this beautiful blue. Oh my god. I'm all up in that blue already. Whoa! Wow! This dark color on the end here, which is kind of like a sparkly bluish black. It's got a lot of shimmer in it. So, there's those 5 swatched out. I'm really impressed. Look at the quality. Wow. So again, this is the Party Ready eyeshadow palette. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Alright guys, so that was a look and swatches of the palettes. I hope that was helpful for you if you were thinking about which one to get. I definitely recommend these. They are beautiful. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm going to put a couple of these eyeshadow palettes to the test. We're going to use the matte one and the It Nude. So if you want to see how I got this eye look right here, then definitely keep watching. I'm going to take this really light color. It's the lightest color in the palette. I'm going to take this on my Flower E01 brush, and I'm just going to set my eyeshadow primer with that. It's just a nice matte nude. Alright, before I get started, I'm going to take a little bit of tape, and I'm just going to tape off the corners because I'm going to do kind of a soft, smoky-ish type look. I like to use tape sometimes just because it helps keep things from getting too messy. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. So again, I'm going back to that matte palette, and I am going to take this really pretty sort of dusty rose shade. It's the 4th one down. I really like this for in the crease, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick some of that up on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to work that through. Now I'm going to go in with this gorgeous taupe color, which is right here. And again, I'm just going to do the same thing and sort of pull this into the crease. But I'm going a little bit lower, kind of like right into the crease, kind of on the lid a little bit. So I'm going to take this beautiful sort of grayish blue, this one here on the end, which is, oh my god, so pretty. I'm going to tap this onto the eyelid. Alright, I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, which is this sort of like, it looks almost like a bluish black right here on the end, and I'm going to use this little e.l.f. contour brush. I'm going to pick some of that up. This color is going to go on the very outer part, so I'm just sort of tapping right along where that tape is and a little bit on the lash. I'm going to go in with a little blending brush, and I'm just going to really lightly blend that. So I'm just going to take that and pop it underneath the brow. Just going to go all along here. And this is also going to help blend out those other colors. So I'm going to go back to that blending brush and just kind of use that. Alright, and then from the It Nude palette, I'm going to take one of the shimmery colors, and I think I'm going to go with this sort of pearly pinkish one right here. So just like right here on my tear duct area. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape, and we're going to finish the lower lash line a little bit here. And see how you're left with that really nice sort of sharp edge? I really like that. So I'm going to go through with a little blending brush just to kind of soften that line a little bit. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take kind of like the same colors. I'm going to go in with this sort of taupey color first on a little pencil brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit of color there. And to kind of warm it up a little bit, I'm going to go into this sort of reddish brown right here. And I'm just going to very softly blend kind of underneath those two colors. Just to try to like warm it up a little bit. So for the waterline, I'm going to take this mineral eyeliner from e.l.f. and this is in Midnight. It's a really deep blue. I thought this would look really nice instead of just using plain old black. I'm gonna pop this in the waterline. Alright, so for liner and lashes, we've got the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner in Jet Black. I'm gonna use that for my liquid liner. And mascara, I'm using the Lily Lolo mascara. And for lashes, I'm trying these out today because I can't wait to try them. These are from Eyelure, and these were created by Vegas Nay. For the lips, I'm using the e.l.f. matte lip color, and this is a brand new shade, and this is called Berry Sorbet. That was a tutorial and a look at these new amazing palettes from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Definitely check these out. I'll put links down below to all of the palettes. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and I post new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on a Sunday. I will see you all in my next video. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.